Hi everyone. In the last session, we have seen various types of electric braking systems. In today's session, we'll see the dynamics of electric drives. So here, all these dynamic equations are applicable to all types of loads and motors. Various types of motors and loads will have all these dynamic equations. So we'll start with fundamental torque equation, then we'll go ahead. Coming to the fundamental torque equation, if we see this diagram, this is a load and load is connected to the motor through a shaft. This is a shaft, and another mechanism is connected, or converters or other part of the electric drive is connected to this motor head of this. So to derive this torque equation, fundamental torque equation, motor and load is connected through this shaft, and where the motor shaft is rotating in the clockwise direction like this with a speed of omega m. So this is the equivalent motor load system. So here motor drive a load. This motor is driving a load or any machine parts through some transmission system. The transmission system is called here shaft. Okay. The load speed may be different. Load speed may be different from that of the motor. That means load speed and motor speed both may or may not be same, because we have in between motor and load transmission system. That may be any kind of transmission system to rotate or to meet the requirement of the load. But as motor is connected through the transmission system to the load, your motor speed and load speed are different, because the load has many parts and their speeds may be different. Okay. The motor load system of an equivalent rotational system is like this, and the motor load system can be described by the following torque equation. This is the torque equation. Here T is nothing but torque, and TL, torque developed by the motor, and TL is nothing but the load torque. J is nothing but inertia of the motor, d omega by dt. Omega m is nothing but speed of the motor. So here T is the torque developed by the motor in Newton meter, which has an opposing torque. Opposing forces are load torque, inertia, and change in speed. These are the opposing torques. Even here I have neglected. This is the equivalent fundamental torque equation. If it is here, I have not considered the wind or viscous friction coefficient. All these things I have not considered here. Those are also oppose the motor torque. But here simply I have considered the motor. The developed motor torque is opposed by only its load torque and due to its inertia. There are these two parameters only I have considered. So from that, the developed torque by the motor T is equal to TL plus J into d omega by dt. Here J is nothing but moment of inertia of the motor load system, which is referred to the shaft in kg meter square. Omega m is the instantaneous angular velocity of the motor shaft in radians per second. So T is the torque developed by the motor in Newton meter, and TL is the load torque referred to the motor shaft in Newton meter. Here T is counterbalanced. T is counterbalanced means T is opposed by only load torque and J into d omega by dt, because what is the torque equation? T is equal to TL plus J into d omega by dt. That's why your T is counterbalanced by only TL and J into d omega by dt. Here TL is load torque and J into d omega by dt component is called the dynamic torque. So this dynamic torque will exist only during the transients. In this motor drive system, the transients are nothing but that may be speed reversal, that may be starting, braking. So all these kind of operations are called the transient operation. During that operations only your inertia component or J into d omega by dt component will come. During the starting means it need to start with 0 speed to some speed. There is a change in speed and there is a need to overcome the inertia component. During the braking also, if it is running with some speed means again it need to stop means it is going to the another speed. There is a change in speed and we need to overcome the inertia. Likewise, speed reversal, one speed to other speed, all these are called the transient operations of the drive system. So the drive here, the drive accelerate or decelerates, that may depends on the T and TL, that is motor torque and load torque will decide the acceleration of the drive or deceleration of the drive. So if your motor torque is more than the load torque, motor torque T is greater than the load torque TL, motor torque is more than the load torque, then the drive is in acceleration. That means your motor torque is sufficient and it is more than sufficient to overcome the load torque as well as the inertia of the drive, and if any other opposing forces are there, that also it can take care. The counterbalanced by the motor torque. Then the drive is called, it is in acceleration mode. If your motor torque is not sufficient to overcome the all opposing torques or all opposing forces, that may be load torque, inertia, or J into d omega by dt or any other components. If your motor torque is not able or it is not sufficient to overcome those torques, opposing torques, then the drive is in deceleration mode. Simply here we can remember that if T is greater than TL, the drive is in acceleration mode, because all other opposing torques are exist only during the transient operation. J into d omega by dt or due to the friction, due to the wind, all other torques will exist only during the transient operation. That's why we'll consider if T is greater than TL, the drive is in acceleration mode. If T is less than TL, the drive is in deceleration mode. Okay. Example, if we take trains, the inertia of the train need to be overcome by the motor torque, then only the drive will be in acceleration mode and the train will move in the forward direction. If it is in acceleration mode means the drive need to be moved in forward direction. So that's what the acceleration and deceleration of the drive. So if you see the speed torque or speed torque conventions of the multi-quadrant drive. So in the speed torque characteristics or in the multi-quadrant operation, the basic conventions, here we'll see the basic conventions for one direction speed drives. So only if drive is operated in the single quadrant, then that is called the forward speed. That means it is only in the forward speed direction. One direction speed drives, forward speed will be the normal speed. Normal speed, it is similar to the forward speed. We'll consider normal speed as a forward speed. For up and down speed motor drives, there is a up and down speed motor drives like lifts. There is a upward direction as well as downward direction. If it is upward and downward directions of motor drives, then upward motion is called the forward motion. So conventional default operation is forward motion is nothing but upward direction. The okay, the positive motor torque is defined as a torque which produces the acceleration or the positive rate of change of speed in the forward direction. That means positive motor torque means during the acceleration mode only it will generate the positive motor torque. During the acceleration mode, the positive torque will be generated. Positive torque is generated means your motor torque is sufficient to overcome the all other opposing torque. Then only it will generate the positive torque. From this torque equation, T is equal to TL plus J into d omega by dt means to generate the positive torque, T minus TL minus J into d omega by dt equal to 0. That means here your T should be more than the TL and J omega by dt, then only you will get the positive torque. That means it should be in the acceleration mode. Likewise, if the motor torque should be negative means negative torque should be developed means the drive should be in the deceleration mode. The drive should be in the deceleration mode, then only the motor will develop the negative torque. Okay, so here the basic operations of the motor drive. The motor operates in two modes. One is in motoring mode, another one is in braking mode. These are the basic operations of the drive: motoring mode, braking mode. In motoring mode, what will happen? Usually it will convert the electrical energy into the mechanical energy. Motoring means converting the electrical energy into the mechanical energy. That means it supports the motoring motion or motor motion, or it supports the motion. If it is in the upward downward direction means it will support the motoring motion, or forward direction means it will supports the motor motion in motoring mode. Another type of operation is braking operation. Here in braking operation, converting the mechanical energy into the electrical energy. Converting the mechanical energy into the electrical energy. It opposes the motion, because braking means it need to stop the motor rotation or motor motion. That's why it opposes the motion. So hence the motor can provide the motoring and braking operations for both forward and reverse direction. That means if your speed is in forward direction, that means if your speed is with positive direction, your speed may be reverse direction also. That is called the negative speed. If your speed is with positive, the drive will be or motor will be in motoring mode as well as the braking mode. Likewise, if your speed is negative, in that case also your motor will be in motoring mode as well as the braking mode. So both positive speed as well as the negative speed motors will have the motoring mode as well as the braking mode of operation. If we see this multi-quadrant operation of the drive, simply how we are getting this multi-quadrant operation. On the y-axis I have considered the speed. Here positive speed, positive torque. On the other sides negative speed and negative torque. When both speed and torque are positive, what is power? Power P is equal T into omega m. Here omega m is nothing but the motor speed in radians per second. Power P is equal to T into omega m. As both torque and speed are positive, your power is positive. When power is positive and if drive is operating with the positive speed or motor is operating with the positive speed, that is called the forward motoring mode or forward motoring operation. That is in the first quadrant. This is first quadrant, right? And this is second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. In the first quadrant, both speed and torque are positive, hence power is positive. When power is positive, that is in motoring mode. And how to get this forward or reverse means, if speed is positive means it is in forward motoring mode. Speed is positive, power is positive, that's why forward motoring mode. From forward motoring to, if we want to bring the drive into the forward braking mode, we need to reverse the torque direction. How do we reverse the torque direction? Torque T is directly proportional to the armature current, right? So we need to reverse the armature current, hence your torque will be negative. Once, by keeping the speed in the same direction, if you reverse the torque direction, your drive will enter into the second quadrant. The second quadrant operation is called, here speed is positive, that's why again it is in forward only. Whether it is motoring mode or braking mode, to know that you see the power equation. Power P is equal, here torque is negative, right? Minus T into omega m, which is nothing but minus negative, right? Your power is negative, speed is positive. When speed is positive, it is in forward. Power is negative, it is in braking mode. That's why it is in forward braking mode. It will oppose the motion. As it is braking, it will oppose the motion. Motoring mode means it will support the motion. Here motoring mode means it will support the motion. Okay. From forward braking to, if you reverse the speed direction, with the positive speed direction, you got the motoring as well as the braking operation. If torque is positive, motoring; if torque is negative, braking operation. The same thing will be happened with the negative speed also. If speed is negative and torque is also negative, speed and torque both are negative, what is power? Power P is equal minus T into minus omega m. Minus into minus plus, and positive power will be generated, right? If it is positive power like this, it is in motoring mode, but your speed is in negative direction, right? That's why it is reverse motoring mode operation. Reverse motoring. Why it is reverse means your speed is reverse, speed is negative, that's why it is reverse. Why it is motoring mode means your power is positive, because power P is equal minus T into minus omega m, which will give the positive power. Again, from reverse motoring to reverse braking means it need to reverse the torque direction. The torque is now in the negative torque direction, it need to enter into the positive torque. Once one of the parameter in the torque and speed are negative or and positive means your power will be negative, right? Power P is equal to plus T into minus omega m, negative power. Negative power means like this, it is in braking operation. Braking operation, but it is in reverse braking operation because speed is negative. So it is in reverse braking operation. So this is called the multi-quadrant operation of the drive. So in the multi-quadrant operation, multi-quadrant means more than one quadrant. We are getting the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant operation. The corresponding operations are called the forward motoring mode. From here we will enter into the forward braking mode, reverse motoring mode, and reverse braking mode. Okay, this is all about the multi-quadrant operation of the drive. In the next session we will see the example. Thank you all.